Hello, and thank you for joining us today. As you may know, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration just recently released interim guidance that temporarily revised labeling regulations for food and beverage companies during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is unsettling, and it was disturbing. FAIR reached out immediately to the FDA. We wanted clarity. We wanted greater transparency to protect the health and safety of those with food allergies. Last Thursday, I met with Dr. Susan Mayne, Director of the Center for Food Safety and Applied Nutrition, and her team at the FDA to share our concerns, your concerns, about the agency's recent decision to provide flexibility for food labeling requirements. We all understand COVID-19 has been a huge challenge for the food and beverage companies who are working to feed more than 330 million Americans. Unanticipated shortages and supply chain disruptions are taking place throughout the world. To date, we learned that spices, which tend to be sourced internationally, are especially at risk. However, the FDA's relaxed labeling standards have created fear and anxiety in the food allergy community. We know that there are more than 170 food allergens out there, and access, choice, affordability, and safety are absolutely paramount. Food labels are critical to the health and safety of our community. We understand that FDA guidance does not create mandates, but the suggestions outlined were not strong enough to reassure consumers, to reassure you. The guidance only has strong recommendations, so it's difficult for you to feel confident that the changes will be adequately communicated to those who need to know. Over the last several days, FAIR has engaged with many food company leaders and has gained more clarity around the reality from their end. The biggest takeaway is that many of the large companies with whom we've already spoken do not actually plan to make changes to their products. And they've told us that it is more likely that a product will be made without an ingredient due to the shortages than be substituted, much less with something that could present a threat to the consumer. In our conversations, they've indicated a deep willingness that any food changes will be prioritized and communicated. This includes changing how they communicate about things on digital, websites, social media, making sure they follow the protocols that they follow with product recalls, highlighting changes using product stickers and signage at point of sale, providing alerts and online shopping experiences, and reinforcing their commitments to you through CEO communications. We are proud of the companies with whom we've spoken so far, and we expect to have more productive and promising conversation in the days and the weeks to come. FAIR will continue to engage with the FDA and the food industry to partner on a public commitment to ensure transparency during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we will continue to keep you updated every step of the way. In the meantime, please be engaged, submit your comments to the FDA if you haven't done so already. You can find information how to do so at the FAIR website, foodallergy.org. Thank you again for checking in with us on this update. Stay safe and stay healthy.